Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms, and we have this amazing banner for Moradin, and I'm gonna do my summons with a pity swap to this banner as well. We have some top tier heroes with Malvira and Elowin, and I'm gonna showcase the technique of pity swapping and see what happens to get the max amount of legendaries in the shortest amount of summons. I just messed up big time. Alright, and I am going to be live streaming later. We have a summoning party live today. I'm also going to have a surprise giveaway during that live stream. We're going to give away Odd1 Gaming's account so he's not tempted to half play and miss out on lots of fun stuff, but keep the account on the side. Why would we want to do it? No, we need that account to have some love, and we don't want people to miss out on any events and free characters, so I'm going to do the polls for his account. This is mine. I'm going to do his account polls during the live stream, and then we'll give the account away after we do the polls for Moradin, which I will probably only do one set of pity swapping, and then let the person decide if they want to pull for more copies or not, but we are going to do a pity swap first. Now, let's do that for me as well. So yeah, I'm going to pity swap. I have an A5 Elowin, so this is kind of stupid for me to pity swap on this banner set, but you can pull a hero that's not even one of these characters as well, so it's okay, and I'm pretty sure I have an A5 Elowin. But anyway, I'm always down to get the most amount of legendaries, unless if I go really far into pity, like what happened a time or two ago, I think the Falsia banner, because I didn't need what was on this banner, and I didn't have a lot of summons, I chose not to pity swap, because I didn't need to do that, right? I didn't need to necessarily try to grab one of the characters on the other banner and waste all my summons in the process, per se. I wanted to increase my chances of what was coming on the next banner, so I just stopped summoning. But what about Moradin? What am I going to pull for? I haven't really decided if I want to go for Awakening 1, Awakening 3, or if I'm going to save. I think, honestly, it's so hard to choose. I'm probably just going to go for an Awaken 1 and then stop, because Kagiri is what I'm going to pull for on the other one. Although I guess I only need 2 copies, so this is still a debate in my head about how far we should try to go here. The Awakenings are pretty good when triggering. Oh, that's a nice boost, and then Storing Rage. I like that, but definitely Awaken 1. Really like that. I hate not going for like high versions of these characters, but I can't always afford to. Yes, I have a lot of diamonds, but we know there's some big stuff coming as well. And just a friendly reminder, if you guys haven't been voting, make sure you vote for Creator of the Year. I keep forgetting about this myself. I have not been campaigning for this, honestly. It feels weird too. But yeah, if you guys like my content, vote for me. Help me get into the top 10 would be cool. But if not, it's fine. I'm not too fussed either way. I don't think... yeah, it feels weird to like ask people to vote for me, because I feel like you just vote for your favorites. But the hard part is remembering to vote 5 times a day. I need to log in and do that again myself. I didn't log in yet, but yeah. Don't forget to use your votes on someone, even if it's not for me. Alright, so let's start summoning here. We're gonna see what happens. I think the more I think about it, pity swapping does not make any sense for me if I have an A5 Elowin already. So I kind of don't mind if I end up getting Moradin early and the event is over. Or if I get another legendary right before Moradin, I'm just going to pull and get him and not throw too many on this banner. I think I'm only going to pity swap on this banner if I have a low count to where like it's only 10, 20, 30 pulls to get one of these characters potentially. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. But remember, the new rules are in place. So, sorry, we're going to take an extra moment to talk about this because things have changed a lot since last banners. So now we have the special drop rate, the special pity here. The boosted rate increase. So if you pull on this banner and you stop before you get Moradin, you go here and you try to, you know, pity swap and manipulate, get an extra legendary, and it's not Malvira or Elowin. Okay. Go back here, finish your Moradin pulls. If you don't have Elowin on your account, you want Elowin on your account. So I would definitely suggest people consider coming back to this banner and pulling, because if you miss on the first chance, the next chance to get one is very high. So you're bound to get Malvira or Elowen on your next legendary pull. However, they are on the Divine banner as well. So if you're swimming in Divines, like a lot of us are, that just have not pulled any in many days, 35 days, 56 days, 63 days ago, if you are swimming in Divines because you're not pulling them very often, you could consider pulling them for her. Absolutely worth pulling your Divines to get an Elowen. Yes, yes, absolutely. So maybe do this and this. After this is over, come here, see what happens here. If you still don't get an Elowen, then maybe try to pull for one of them if you didn't already get a Malvira. I hope that makes sense, guys, with all the new summon stuff. There's a lot. But let's just see what happens for my account now. I have no idea what to expect. If I'm extra fuzz, my eyes have been hating me like usual lately. So I might look a little puffy or sleepy. My eye really is annoying. Alright, starting off with rare attacks. You know what? Rare taxes are good. We need to sell those rares and get more diamonds. And that is not many rares. That's all uncommons or advanced, but it's fine. Okay. I didn't say I want to get all rare taxes, though. Oh my god. Alright, so Phelan is on the banner, which is cool because she's newer at least. If people didn't already get multiple copies of her, maybe they will now. She has potential, I think. She's a little bit different. I haven't really seen many people use her yet, though, honestly, but we'll see. Okay, so I have notoriously terrible luck on limited banners. Content creator luck is not a thing. I usually want to pity swap, and I don't want to get the character early. I want to take advantage of getting as many legendaries as possible. But you know what? Some bad luck, which would actually be good luck, is just give me more than early. I would love that right now. However, I typically don't get a legendary early at all. Oh, wait, I need to know where I'm at. So I did 80 pulls. Am I fresh off a pity? Oh, yeah, okay. I was fresh off a pity 5 days ago. I was on the... So I'm going to pull to 170. Let's say I get no other legendaries up until hitting a pity. Soft pity starting at 180, right? I'm going to stop at 170 just to be safe. Switch here, pull, get a legendary, then come back on this banner. That is the simple pity swap. If that is what happens with your account. But we're going to be doing this live too, so we'll be talking through the decisions live. Oh my gosh. It really hates me. Again, I have notoriously terrible luck on these banners. I don't think I've done a single exclusive event where I get the characters easily. It's not my forte. Some people are like, oh, I got 2 of them in like 100 pulls. I'm like, congratulations. They really don't like to give out the limited characters, do they? Okay, I don't want to go over 160 exactly. One more 10 pull. Oh, no! So I'm not at the soft pity yet, though. I'm not. I'm only at 170 something. We haven't even hit the 180. And I get an Aurum. Okay, so that's very unfortunate. Because I'm so close to getting him now that... Okay, here is... Okay, let me do this. So let's do... We just popped our pity. We're back at 0 for a pity. So I'm going to explain the pity swap, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to just do it for a dupe Malvira. I'm not going to waste other summons. Okay, so I did 20 pulls, right? We're at 190. So if I needed the characters on this banner... And again, I wanted to maximize the amount of legendaries I can possibly pull within the same amount of summons. What I would do is I would pull 9 single pulls. Be here at 199, right? Then I would come back to this banner and pull until I get a legendary. And then as soon as I do, come back here, pull 1 single pull, and then boom, guaranteed Morden right after getting another legendary with the same pity. The reason we say this, if you guys are new, is these 2 banners do share a pity. They are shared. But for me personally, because I have an A5 Elowen, and I have Malvira, at least 1 copy, maybe 2, it doesn't make sense for me to risk pulling like 150 summons on the other banner, this banner, and possibly just get a dupe Malvira, and then come back here. Because... we know there's the other limited event coming soon, and I'd rather be able to get dupe Kagiri's than a dupe Melvira. So that's why I'm going to stop. So we're just going to do our 10 pull, get our Moradin. Now, the other consideration is, am I going to pull for an A1, A2, or A3? It did take me all the way, so that's my debate, right? I love this whole scene, though. It really does flow well with the lore about them returning to the elven city of Elendris and coming back not... well, yeah, not quite himself. Like watching the city burn, coming back to destroy everybody. Because, I think because they imprisoned his love, his forbidden love, right? Valara. Pretty cool graphics, though. I really like it. Really well done with the lighting and everything. It's just amazing artwork. They do such a good job with their 3D work. It's insane. Some of their characters are just absolutely stunning. Definitely a high quality right there. Now, I have a lot of summons, and I need at least... I want 2 copies of Kagiri in a couple weeks, but that is a couple weeks away. We'll still have a lot of time to get more summons. So that is exactly the debate. Do I pull for an A1, or do I just take him for what it is? Increases the chance for Soul Strike. It's such a big ignore defense. It's so nice. You know, I could pull until I hit 1 more legendary and just try to get a dupe. So the hard part for me is the soul stones, right? I have a couple. However, I also need to consider what I can reset. Now, I have 3 soul stones into Sun Wukong. If I reset him, I could get them back and not have an A5 Sun Wukong anymore, but only maybe, you know, I would only have an A2. That would not be ideal. So I wouldn't want to do that unless I had more copies. So when it comes to Kagiri, this has been my struggle, is I have 2, so I can get him A2, but I'm going to guarantee my A3 Kagiri. So technically, I know I'm getting an A3 Kagiri. You know what? Or do I want to all the way go for A5? It's... an A5 Kagiri would be amazing, right? This is the debate. Do I go for like an A1 of Moradin and risk losing an A5 Kagiri? Because I'm guaranteed an A3 Kagiri. If I keep pulling, I could hopefully get more. You know what? We might just... Let's do that. Let's hope that the luck is going to be on my side, and with all of these events, with all these summons to collect, we have a lot more coming. I have lots of red dots to clear, lots of rewards to collect, right? Oh god, guys. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of diamonds. I haven't even sold my rares to get more diamonds. I think considering that, and the fact that I know I'm purchasing a little bit more still, like there's some bundles coming that I'll talk about tomorrow. If you guys want to use my link, don't forget Smile1. I always have that in my description pinned comment and in my Discord under the Support Suzi channel. There is an event right now for cumulative top-up that even starts at $1 purchased, so you can get that. Now it ends in a few days, but there'll be extra bundles added tomorrow. And I just purchased the skin, which came with resources. So remember, if you're considering getting the skins for characters, I realize I can't even show it because we don't have him yet. But I already purchased the skin for him. Oh god, and that's a really good value pack. Anything that's like $1 per summon is great. Oh gosh, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow for the bundles because the bundles are even better. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow for the bundles. But when you purchase the skins now, they come with summons. It makes it more worth it. It makes it more worth it. And then waiting until... Don't wait until skins come to the skin shop to get them. No, the bundle is where the value is at. So try to get them... If you're gonna consider getting a skin, get it when it's available, right? That just is what makes sense. Thanks. All right, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Let's pull until I hit one more legendary on this banner and hope I get another Moradin. If I don't, we're going to stop. I'm not going to go for multiple copies here. I have a couple soul stones because what I can do is go for multiple copies of Kigiri. Because then if I get extremely lucky, I get an A4 and A5. Amazing. But if I'm not, then at the very least, I know I'm getting my A3 Kigiri no matter what happens today. Because we're going to get plenty of summons later on. All right, we're going to get plenty of summons throughout this event, throughout the next 2 weeks. You get about 100 summons a week, guys, if you are an active player, and that's considering selling your rares and getting more diamonds and using your diamonds for summons. That's pretty cool, right? All right, the summons continue, and my luck is shit as always. I got an Aurum early, guys. And then I got the guarantee, so yeah. Where is this content creator luck that we supposedly get? I could definitely use it right now. Hopefully this makes you guys feel better about your polls if they sucked. It's not just you. I don't even want to know how many I actually did. I didn't count. Probably don't want to know again. I really don't, do I? It's fine. It's all fine. Okay, where am I at? 23,000 polls now. Oh my god. Maybe I do want to know. Nope. Actually, I do. How many pulls for Moradin? So we got him here. That was 200. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 150 pulls. Going to pity again. 160. That is crazy. They hate me. I just did that so quick it didn't feel like I did much. 170 and 180. We're into pity again. Guys. Hitting a pity. Into soft pity again. They really hate me. It's probably going to be like an absent. Just kidding. Oh! I will take that. I do not have Ajax A5 yet. Okay, well, at least it wasn't absent. Just kidding. Actually, there was a funny comment. Arcturus, actually, content creator, he posted a comment saying that someone, I don't know if it was in his Discord or a video or what they said, what he said, someone suggested a really good buff for Absin to become a tactician hero. And it sounded brilliant. If you were the person who suggested that, go add that to the suggestions. Okay. That was a really great poll, all things considered. So let me show you what's the dealio. So yeah, I only have an A3 only. That's an A4. -5. Oh! I just messed up big time. I got so excited and click happy that I forgot that he's here. Well, I have an A5 Ajax now. Just the idea of, yeah, like, sorry, I'm so distracted now because I'm so mad at myself. So mad at myself. Those are such precious resources. Yay. I just put a fucking soulstone in Ajax that belongs in Kigiri, and now I have to get 2 copies of Kigiri or he's not gonna be A3 now. Wow. Or I have to waste a refresh on someone to get a soulstone or 2 back that I wouldn't have normally had to waste. I guess I'm just gonna, well, good news is I have an A5 Ajax now. Don't do that. Don't get too excited like I was. Don't be too... Oh my god. That's why I double look when I do stuff for other people's accounts when we're summoning and stuff, though. I mean, yes, we might accidentally double click or something. I've had it happen where, you know, when you transition the things, it like has you do another 10 pull, and then I feel terrible when you double click when it like lags. But that's like the worst, you know. That's why I double check when I do things like that for other people, which I don't normally have to do that, luckily. But oh my god. I mean, again, I'm gonna be happy to have an A5 Ajax. That's gonna be amazing. But that's not what I intended to do. Look at that A5. After casting Thunderstrike, increases damage dealt by 25%. Yeah. That's gonna be huge. But, especially for Guild War when I use him. But yeah, that was not my intention. And yay, we have an A4 Aurum. Bruh. I cannot believe I just used one of my soul stones. Thank god it was at least on, like, someone who's an endgame viable thing for at least Guild War or Arena. Or some of the hard content where a nice strong mage with an interesting range can actually be quite helpful. And having him A5 will be great with cheaper cost. I could actually use him in some places that maybe it wasn't so easy to use him before, but holy crap, that was stupid, guys. I just feel depressed now. I'm such a casual player these days, honestly, just being completely transparent. I'm very casual these days. But that was a little... even me, who's very casual, that hurt. That definitely hurt. However, again, I'm really glad that we have plenty of time, right? We have plenty of time before the Kagiri event. That's what I'm calling it. The Choose Your Own limited event. 2 weeks. So will I recover enough summons to get another extra pity or two along the way? Hopefully. Can I guarantee that? No. As well, there's so many rewards. Thank God it's like a really big event happening because we have all these to grab. We're gonna have these to grab for tomorrow. I'll feel a little less bad because of all of that, but it doesn't make it sting that much less, to be honest. Okay, well, don't do what I just did, but I hope you guys get your Mord in and have better luck than me. I will be live streaming again. Later, guys, I will be live. Let's max this guy out. And I did not get an Awakened one, but at least I got a accidental A5 Ajax IX. Yay.